Welcome to the Self-Help Workshop with your host, John Farr. Episode 24, What You Want. Greetings, self-helpers. I trust everyone is doing great today. Let's talk about a very big topic, you. That's right, you and what you want. Now, it's my humble opinion in personal growth that one of the biggest hurdles to get over is getting clear on what you want. Yes, that question again, what you want. If you ask most people, do they have goals? You'll get vague answers at best, right? So where do you think that comes from? It's not laziness, though I think we like to associate that with this. But if you look at production as an output, we have been constantly increasing our output each year as a civilized society. That does not add up to laziness. We are doing much more with less, a term Buckminster Fuller called ephemeralization. Now that's a big word. We'll save that for another podcast. It's a good conversation in and of itself. Back to you. What do you want? As part of a society, you are being more productive each year, doing more with less. Question, are you getting what you want? This just proves that you're capable of productive output, but are you getting what you want? I think it comes back to a lot of things we talk about in personal growth. And let's be clear on personal growth. We are all seeking growth. Everyone on the planet is seeking growth. It's how life works. My mentor, Marshall Thurber, says, we are money-seeking bees. He's referencing a term for the honeybee, right? The honeybee goes out and seeks honey. And he says humans are just the same, but we're instead of honey, we're seeking money. However we put it, we put limitations on what we want. We move to what we think we can have versus what we really want. I think this is a big issue here. We are constantly being bombarded by ideas, distractions, influences, notifications now, etc. It's actually hard to figure out what you want. Nobody's asking that question. John Lennon's song, Working Class Hero, says it in the first line. As soon as you're born, they make you feel small. Now, Lennon had his moments, but he was dead on. As soon as we are born, we are forced to adapt, right? To conform. And it's conformity and comfort that keeps us from truly realizing what we want. Now, in conformity, we inherit this idea of what we think we can have versus what we want. Society is looking for followers. Consciously or unconsciously, that's what's going on. And by that influence, we lose touch with what we want. And then the hammer sets in, comfort. Now, comfort's a good thing in a lot of ways. We are always seeking comfort. We were born completely naked with no instructions. We are seeking comfort the moment we entered the world. The time we've arrived here, we've been seeking comfort. It's not a bad thing. However, being comfortable is a double-edged sword. In one capacity, being comfortable is great because it allows us to be creative and use our imagination. However, it can also contain you. And when we get into personal growth, we're trying to alleviate some form of discomfort or dissatisfaction. The problem with comfort is that we can trade in our big dreams for the ease it provides. And we end up going for what we think we can have, staying in our comfort zone. Right? I mean, moving out of your comfort zone can be really scary, at least for a time. You see, our minds adapt to our situation, and these adaptations become beliefs in what we can have versus what we want. Most of it's just an illusion. It feels real, though. I know this for certain. Everyone has a list of certain things they want to be, do, or have. That's the way it works. You are a money-seeking bee going from flower to flower. It's just that you may need to get into a different garden to find the honey you are seeking. The idea of this podcast is to bring awareness to this idea that we may have things we want, but we settle for the things we think we can have. It's a challenging idea, to say the least. Let's let that idea sink in. Go back to the question, what do you really want? This is your life. You only get one shot at it. Is it worth settling? It's up to you. Can you answer the question of what you really want? So for the workshop today, work on that question. Spend a week on it if you need to. Keep asking yourself what you really want. Maybe jot it down on a piece of paper. Review it and see if it's what you really want or if it's what you think you can have. Stretch yourself. Allow yourself to get in touch with who you are and what you want. That's the magic of the exercise. And if you need help getting started, try doing mind dumps on paper of things you would like to be, do, or have. Just create your lists. Don't even think about it. Just write it down. That helps get the process moving. So have fun with this exercise, get in touch with yourself, and work on what you really want. For the Self-Help Workshop, I'm John Farr, wishing you all the best. Take care.